Hello and welcome to another one of our videos. Today we're going to be playing Emerald Sapphire Ramp in Lorcana TCG. We're playing on Pixelborn. So here we have, basically the idea of this deck is to play as many awkward to deal with threats as quickly as possible, while still having some interaction. So we've still got some Let It Goes, we've got Hades, to be able to interact with what our opponent is going to be doing, but we want to try and get Kuzcos and Mad Hatters and Mother Gothel out as quickly as possible. And make it as awkward as possible for our opponent to actually do anything. We want to try and get as many 2-for-1s as we can along the way. So yeah, let's jump straight on in and see how we get on. Okay, so we're going second. Flynn Rider's a good one. We don't need multiple of those. It's still inkable, so I don't think we actually want to change any of this. I think we're just happy with having our a 1 and a couple of 2s, and we can ink whatever we need to out of that, depending on what colour our opponent leads on. Can actually make this a little bit bigger as well, because it doesn't actually impact the space on this game, so that'll do. Okay, so they're on Amber. Interesting to see them get rid of a Hey Hey on 1. So they're Amber Amethyst, so they're going to be an aggro deck. So Mother Gothel's probably going to be pretty good here, but obviously we need to get that far. So we're probably looking to curve Duke into Flynn Rider, into Quill, and then try and Quill quickly so we can play Mother Gothel on turn 4. As long as we can get this in and get it exerted, then means they actually have to find things to be able to interact with us. Or they have to throw all of their little creatures or little characters at Mother Gothel, and usually get quite a lot of value out of that. Six defense is quite a lot. Okay, control your temper is an interesting one. That's something that potentially allows them to get through a Mother a little bit easier. Got an Yzma. Okay, so I don't think we're wanting to develop our brains. So the way this game is likely to go, let's get the Flynn Rider in. So yeah, we want to ink a card to be able to Fishbone Quill, Quill away something, and then this still leaves us either into Mad Hatter or Mother Gothel on turn 4. Okay, that's another control your temper that they've got rid of there. Maximus. Okay, they just want to kill the Duke. Sure. It's kind of annoying, but they only have three lore amongst their board, so it could be a lot worse. We'll leave the Flynn Rider back as much as we can get a card out of them. I think we'd rather have multiple threats down as of next turn. So yeah, now we can potentially ink Bell and play Mad Hatter, ink Bell and the card we draw, or the Mad Hatter, and play out the Mother. They do seem to be going slightly bigger than some of these Amber Amethyst decks, though, so it's something we'll need to keep in mind. Obviously, this Maximus isn't something that works with Rockstar Stitch. Cinderella, sure. You don't have any princesses. And they've still only got 5 lore between their board. Let's get this one out. So at the moment they would need to throw Cinderella into this Maximus and Pascal to be able to deal with it. Wonder if it's worth us taking out the Maximus or the Yzma. I don't think it is. So obviously we have to exert the Mother Gothel. I guess we could take out the Yzma and then it makes it more awkward for them to mop up the board. Okay, Jafar kind of makes it that we definitely don't want to do that. Interesting. Okay. So we'll force them to discard. Play out the Mad Hatter. And then I think I just want to do this. Forces them to start looking to trade things off. Yeah, okay, that card doesn't do anything. I guess it would have, because they could have removed all the damage from Jafar. So it's definitely an interesting decision. So they don't have any princesses for Cinderella to be removing damage from. So they're going to have to take out the mother here. So it's probably going to be Jafar and Yzma, I guess. Not sure why. Oh, it does have damage, just a visual bug. So that forces that to happen. We can... The Mad Hatter can deal with Jafar. Okay, they've decided not to attack. So yeah, if they want to deal with the Mad Hatter at any point, then they need to... forces them to allow us to draw a card. Sven's large. It's an interesting build. I'd love to draw a card, thanks. I should have done it the other way around there. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference here. Could be getting more lore. Yeah, we're pretty far behind here. We need something to deal with the Sven just because of the size of it. But hopefully the Robin Hood Flotsam's pretty good. Goodbye, Mickey Mouse. So yeah, we need some piece of interaction for the board, so... Oh, okay, you don't want to do that, that's fine. We're pretty much dead at this point. Need a Hades. That's not a Hades. Okay, we'll go for another game. See if we find something a little bit more... a draw that suits us a little bit better than that one. They had some very, very sizable fellers. Yeah, this hand seems fine. Going second, we've still got some play to be able to play early. Grammatalas will hopefully help us ramp a little bit. Can lead on the Duke as well. Hopefully still get the mother out relatively early. Interesting. So we definitely want to lead on the Duke, so it forces a two drop out of them. So again, it's Amber Amethyst, so just double Pascal, okay. And a Stitch. Okay, this might be the more familiar all aggro deck that we've seen quite a few times. I think in that case we don't want the Flynn Rider, and we just want the Grammatalas, because we're going to have to... We want to ramp into our removal as quickly as possible. We don't have anything to mass deal with the board. We're not Steel or Ruby, so we're going to need to manage the board just by attacking, so... Grafiki's actually not that bad, because it means we get value at the Grammatala here as well. So obviously the 3 lore that they're producing there is a bit of an issue, but... So yes, we would like to put that there. And then let's play the Cheshire Cat out. And then the Beast can start to mop up some of the mess. Right, what do we have? Jetsam, okay. Lots of evasive nonsense, which we really don't like. But it is good that we've now got these Mother Gothels. They're gonna be really important here. And Beast gets to deal with that, so now we're only dealing with the 3 lore here. And then we should be able to curve Mother into Hades and start to deal with the board. We actually have more lore than they do for questing, so Jafar is a really good one. And just inking a Sven, okay. So yeah, they're on 4 lore. But these mothers are going to be hopefully inconvenient for them. We'll play this one, seeing as that one's now... We just need to keep trying to push our lore. We've got them on a 2-turn clock. Sorry, 3-turn clock. Jafar is probably going to take out the beast here. And that means Mother Gothel can take out Jafar, and then that means the Jetsam has to trade for this one. We get to play another one. That's how I'm expecting this to go, unless they draw something else that allows them to not do that. Cinderella's a really good one, being 2 lore. Yep. Now what's the Jafar doing is the question. Yep, as expected. If I Hades the Jafar and exert the Mother, they're gonna have to throw Jetsam, Cinderella, and a Pascal at the Mother. That seems like a pretty good deal. And then Hades can take out the rest of Cinderella. And then we have another Mother to back up that one, so... Because they can't ignore this, they have to deal with it, so... Didn't see which song that was. Oh, part of your world, return a character. Rafiki is a good one. So that means it's just Rafiki and Jetsam into the Mother instead. And that puts them on a 2-turn clock again. And we can't take out the Cinderella with what we've got. So yeah, we need another answer off the top. That doesn't do it. GG's opponent. See, those games have come down to just not necessarily having that that level of interaction out of these colours that some of the others do. Going second, yeah, this seems okay. We definitely don't need the second Grammatala. Get on the board early here. I think my plan is to... I don't think we need to play this. I think I just want to ink it. Like, there's no value in it when they've got so many cards. Rafiki, sure. So similar to the last game, we'll just trade this off. We'll get the ramp, and then we can play out a cat. Means we get to play out a 5-drop on 5. So yeah, we just get to go into Mad Hatter next turn. Start to get some value. want to be careful is to not overextend too much into this here. So maybe we're supposed to Cuzco. We'll go into Mad Hatter. Feel like it's a Dragonfire, which they're just going to take out, whereas the Cuzco could have played around that. But yeah, I guess we don't really want to extend too many threats onto the board while they have nothing. So, but we do have 5 lore, so. I think we can develop our brain here. Yeah, Mickey Mouse is a good one here, just because it lets us get to 7 for the Hades without actually needing to ink something else. Adds to our lore total as well. And if they have something like a Rafiki or Maui to be able to deal with stuff, then we still get to draw cards. And then we can still deal with their stuff. Interesting that they're inking friends on the other side with a Maleficent in play. There's the Dragonfire we alluded to earlier. Yeah, I think we just go with Robin Hood, guarantee the card draw. They can't play the Be Prepared yet, so I think we just play this out and try and get to as much lore as possible. Hopefully get to 17 and then we can play out the Cuzco. If we get to 17, play out the Cuzco, and then they need to play like an Aladdin or something to be able to reduce our lore. So yeah, Maui's going to take out the Mickey Mouse here. That's going to give us +5. So not quite where we want to be, but not far off. Yeah, I think we can still play out the Mother Gothel here. If they play Be Prepared, then they play it. I don't think it's the end of the world for us here because we've got the Cuzco. Yeah, okay, they've obviously not got the Be Prepared and the seventh ink either. So yeah, that's the showcase of this deck. Obviously, we saw some highs and lows of it. I think there's probably some tweaks to be made in some of these cards, some of these card choices. It might be right to play like 6 mana or 6 resource Genie. So yeah, there's some cards we might want to look at trying out at different points, but I think there's a solid base to a deck here that should be able to punish some of those decks. Cuzco's obviously very, very good against the Ruby Amethyst deck because it's going to demand an answer. You're going to get the lore and then they're going to do something unless they have the Be Prepared, but this is the kind of thing you want to hold for after they've done it. So thank you very much everyone for watching. You got 3 games out of that one. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. You can check out our website thistletavern.com. We will have singles up by the end of the week, and hopefully some sealed products as well, depending on quite how much we've been able to get from our distribution. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.